Let's start with the big boys. Mount Zion inching closer to another state appearance. Glenwood coming off an incredible comeback victory over Champaign Central. Let's go right to the good stuff. In the fourth, Sammy Driscoll nails a corner three to put the Braves up 1. Then Lincoln Coaster full steam ahead to the rack. The Braves up 5 with 5 to go. But cue the momentum swing. Mason Newman picks off the inbound, and he's going to go top floor for the slam. The deficit is down to 1. Then Cameron Appenzeller, ice in his veins, hits the tough shot to give the Titans the lead. And folks, it's time for that exclamation point we literally just saw a few seconds ago. Appenzeller with the steal, and he's going to put this one out of reach. It's been the goal for 2 years. Get to supers at the BOS for a chance to go to state, and the Titans have done just that. A 39-32 win for Glenwood in the Sweet 16.
Coach Blakeman, he's been talking about this for 2 years, a game to get to the BOS, playing in the BOS to go to state. And it's just been our goal for the past 2 years, and it feels great to do it.
These kids and their belief, I mean, there's nothing new, there's no special word, there's no special message. You just got to go out and compete to the end. I love our kids, man. It's just, I've done this a long time, and you get these kids, and they just come out and play hard for you, man. It gets to them.
Triad is the only team standing between the Titans and the Final Four. They'll get a date with the Knights on Monday. Over to 2A, where we have a rematch from earlier in the year between Warrensburg-Latham and Teutopolis. The Cardinals won the first matchup in a nail-biter. A little more riding on tonight's matchup, though. T-Town held the lead after quarter number 1, but a 9-1 swing to open the second frame. Thanks to some pretty shooting beyond the arc, the Cardinals lead 19-7 at the half. But the Shoes kept things close. A takeaway here on defense gives Isaac McCorder only one man to beat. He lays it off to his right-hand man, Brody Tholey, at the last second, knotting things back up. Skip ahead to the final seconds of regulation. Shoes need a bucket. Alex Kramer works down low, brushes off some contact to get the 2. Knotted up at 29. We head to OT, and Warrensburg started out hot. A missed chance. It's a putback dunk for Braden Hickey. T-Town had other plans, though. Swing it to the corner, and Drew Haney gets the open look. He tastes the nylon to give the Shoes the advantage. From there, it was all composure from the line. Henry Thompson goes to the stripe and hits them both, and that helps T-Town ice the game. The Wooden Shoes win back-to-back sectionals, 39-37.
It's what makes a team. It's the best part of it when you got brothers on a team that you just love to be with all the time. And we play with each other since we were young, and we all love each other, and it always goes good. And everyone loves each other and trusts each other.
Hopefully this just makes you hungrier so we can get back to this point and maybe take that next step next year. We're expecting big things out of our group. We're still returning 3 of our 5 starters. We have a good sophomore group behind, so we're still expecting big things out of these guys next year as well.
Still a very impressive season from the Cardinals. Well, everyone in the Springfield area has had this game circled. A Sangamo playoff showdown between Auburn and Williamsville. The Bullets won the Sangamo title, but it was the Trojans who got the win when these two faced off in the county championship. Williamsville starts out hot. Blake Scheffler beats the defense down the floor for the first hoop of the game. Next time down the floor, Carson Dorn lines one up from deep. First quarter, all Bullets, a 12-0 run to start the game. But the Trojans going to get things settled down in the second quarter. A 3 from Clayton Kessler gets Auburn on the board. Trojans trying to make it a game, though. Cooper Carter, pump fake, sweet jumper right there, nothing but net. But the Bullets end up answering. Reed Bodine going to get in on the 3 action. The Bullets are headed back to the BOS Center, this time with Blake Scheffler with a second straight trip to state on the line. Ben Mackey, what do you say?
Williamsville is sectional champions. I'm here with the victorious head coach, Coach Beard. Coach, sectional champs, what does that mean to you?
Oh, it means everything. You know, this is what you work for. This is what you put in all the long hours for in the summer, and these guys work their tail off in the fall. And you know, this wasn't our goal. You know, our goal is to make it back. And but we knew we couldn't make it back tonight. But we had to take care of step 4 in our postseason journey, and that was winning tonight. That's a great team. That's a great program. That's a well-coached team. I've got all the respect in the world for Coach McCoy. I couldn't be more proud of these guys back here.
Yeah, and you got off to a great start. I think it was 12-0 after the first quarter. How did you make sure your guys stayed composed and didn't get complacent there?
First thing on the board was toughness. We had to be the tougher team tonight. Second thing was punch first. We had to dictate the pace. We had to set the tone. I thought we did that. Now they got up 12-2 at their place, and you know we were able to come back and overcome that. So we talked about, hey, we've been here before on the other side. You know they're going to come out swinging. They didn't win 30 games for no reason. You know, and they made some shots. Give Kessler some credit. He kept them around in the first half. I thought Carson Dorn did one hell of a job on Cooper Carter. He's a really, really good player, and he made him work for everything all night. And like I said, I'm so proud of these guys.
Yeah, and you've been in a couple of dogfights with them this year already. You knew what it was going to take tonight, and you were able to do it. Why tonight?
I mean, they took it to us at County, you know, and I told them in the locker room that night at Lincoln Land that you remember that feeling. And if we were going to get back to where we wanted to do, that was probably going to be a team that we were going to have to get through. We'll let them get the county. They earned it. But we took care of business last 2 weeks ago, and then we took care of business tonight. And, I'm just excited to be playing on Monday.
All right, Coach, I'll get you out of here on this. How do you keep it going? How do you get back, and how do you finish this year?
Do what we did all year. Like I said, these guys, they're so tough. 15, 16, 17-year-old kids who've had a humongous target on their back since day one. Everybody in the area has wanted to beat us. We went and played one of the best schedules in the state. We took some lumps along the way. They trust each other. They're tough kids. They compete for 32 minutes. And we're not going to be afraid of anybody. I know Peoria Manual's a great team. They got a lot of really good players. We'll be ready Monday.
Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Ben. To an all-HOIC matchup, Gibson City Melvin Sibley doing battle with Leroy. The Falcons letting it fly out of the gate. Riker Garlick going to set, fire, and drill the three ball. Back and forth game. Gibson City doing their best to keep pace. Graydon Leonard has only one destination in mind, the bucket. But the Panthers just too much in this one. Leroy moves on to supers after taking down Gibson City 45-41. Quick check-in over in Bridgeport, where St. Anthony and Tuscola battled it out for a spot in the Elite Eight, and St. Anthony has secured that spot in supers. They take down Tuscola 56-40. They await Mounds Meridian on Monday.